Hi everybody, it's Katie Snyder again from Museum of the Grand Prairie in the Champaign County Forest Preserve District. I'm here today to tell you about one of the crafts that's going to be available in your free spring break craft bag, which will also have a free child-sized mask in it. Now the free spring break craft bag will be available on March 16th from 1 to 3 or while supplies last. We will be giving away 2 bags per car. So keep that part in mind, 2 bags per car if you need them. If you only need 1, that's fine. And this is a weaving activity. Now, throughout history, people from different cultures and traditions used weaving. If you've been to the museum, you may have learned about how people made yarn from sheep, taking the wool off, cutting the wool off, and then brushing the wool, and then spinning the wool, and then making yarn, and eventually weaving them. So we're going to be doing a little activity about weaving. It's going to end up looking something like this. Now, obviously, there's a long way to go here, but it's a fun activity. I wanted to show you what it looked like when it was kind of done. I didn't get it all the way done. So you're going to get a piece of cardboard like this with little notches at the top and little notches at the bottom, and you're going to get a couple of different samples of yarn. You may use this yarn, you may have more yarn at home, you may need more yarn for what you're doing. But the first thing you have to do is you have to set it up. See how I have these pieces of yarn going across? You have to set it up like that. So we're going to put a piece of yarn in one of the notches and kind of hold onto it on the back. Take it all the way down to the corresponding, the other side, to the other notch, go back up and around on the back side and get that second one. All the way down, get the second one on the bottom, all the way up from behind, get the third one, all the way down in the next one, and you keep going like that till you've set up your loom all the way across. Got one more here and one more here, and then on the back, I don't want it to come undone, so what I like to do is I like to take enough of the leftover yarn and tie the 2 ends together. So I'm going to tie it really tight because you want this part to be pretty tight. When you go ahead and start your weaving, you don't want it really tight because if it's too tight, it'll kind of go in like this. But so I made a knot, I double knotted it, and now I'm going to cut off those ends so they don't get all tangled up. It looks like this. This is going to be my back side, and this is going to be my front side. So now I take one of my yarns and I just start weaving. So to start weaving, I kind of pick up the first one and I go under the first one, and then I go over the next one. So when I go over, I just kind of skip it and I go to the next one. So under, over. When I want to go to my next under, I pick it up and pull it under. Then I go over and under and over and under, then back around. Now, I pull it through. I'm going to turn the camera a little bit down here if I can, so you can kind of just see me do this a little bit. So I'm going to do another row of it. So this is kind of where you got to be really careful. So I did this one as under, so that means I have to make sure I do that same string now as over. Over. What used to be over here is now under, over, under, over, under, over and pull it all the way around. Now, you're going to want to kind of push them together a little bit. We'll do one more row of it. So last time this was an over, so now it's going to be an under, under, over, under, over. It's a pattern, isn't it? Under, over, under, and on back, I just go around. Now, when you use up your yarn of one color, or it's starting to get short like this, what you can go is go to another color, tie the ends together, and I would make sure I double knotted that. Yeah, cut off the ends close as you can without breaking your knot. And then as you go through it, you're going to go into this next color. And that's kind of what I did over here. See how we changed colors? That's just by tying ends together. Okay, and then you just keep going. You can go the whole way down and have a beautiful wall hanging, or you can go part of the way. It's kind of up to you. You can't cut these though once you get started. So it's kind of a good idea to go all the way down if you have time to do that. And it's a fun thing to do while you're kind of sitting there watching TV or something. You can have your mind on something else at the same time. You can be having a conversation with your family and do it. It's kind of just a fun little needlecraft thing. So we hope you have a good time with this. We hope you stop by the museum on the porch March 16th. That's a Tuesday from 1 to 3. Or while supplies last. Remember, no more than 2 bags in car. And we hope you have a happy spring break, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.